Have you ever thought that an ugly salamander could generate $1 billion? In China, salamanders are included in the list of economically valuable animals. Leave a number 1 if you want to explore how they farm these fascinating creatures with me. Aquatic salamanders in China originate from the central and southern regions of the country. They were discovered and began to be farmed economically around the 1950s, primarily in provinces such as Hunan and Sichuan. The giant salamander has a distinctive appearance with smooth skin, typically black or brown, and can grow up to 70.9 inches in length. In recent years, Chinese people have started to recognize the economic potential of this species and have begun to include it in their list of economically valuable animals. In China, Hunan province is renowned for its giant salamander farming. The local people have adapted traditional fish farming techniques for raising these salamanders. Giant salamanders can thrive in both aquatic and terrestrial environments. However, even in terrestrial settings, staff ensure a continuous supply of water to maintain the necessary moisture for their skin. Typically, each tank houses about 5 to 10 salamanders, with each reaching sizes of 20 to 30 inches. Currently, there are around 500 salamander farms in China, predominantly located in rural areas. The breeding season for giant salamanders typically occurs from April to June each year. During this period, male and female salamanders are placed in separate water areas for mating. The male climbs onto the female's back to complete the fertilization process. After about 1 to 2 weeks, the female begins laying eggs. These eggs have a distinctive appearance, often forming large clusters underwater that resemble floating clouds. Both the male and female protect the eggs until they hatch. During each breeding cycle, a female can lay between 500 and 800 eggs, ensuring a new generation of salamanders for the farm. The giant salamander eggs hatch after about 2 to 4 weeks. When the time comes, the larvae break out of their eggs and swim to the surface. At birth, the larvae are very small, measuring only about 1 to 1.5 inches. After hatching, they begin to grow rapidly, reaching a size of around 4 to 6 inches within 3 to 4 months. Leave a 0 if you're still watching the video. Giant salamanders are typically harvested after 1 to 2 years of raising. When fully grown, they measure between 8 to 12 inches in length and weigh between 2 to 4 pounds. To bring one salamander ashore, Farm staff need 2 to 3 people to catch, measure, and transport them. In China, the price of a giant salamander ranges from $100 to $300 each, depending on its size and quality. Grilled giant salamander is a famous specialty of Huen province. Locals often grill the whole salamander over charcoal, seasoned with local spices like chili, garlic, and pepper. When cooked, the salamander has a sweet and aromatic flavor. The taste is often described as similar to fish, but sweeter. If you have the chance to visit Huen, be sure to try this dish and leave a like. Did you know that there are up to 10 species of salamanders around the world? Let me introduce you to some aquatic salamander species. The Japanese giant salamander, scientifically known as Andreas japonicus, is one of the largest salamander species in the world. It can reach an impressive length of up to 5 feet and weigh between 20 and 30 pounds. Its skin is dark brown, covered with light spots that help it camouflage well in its natural habitat. This species primarily inhabits clean rivers and streams in Japan, but due to habitat loss and the threat of extinction, it is now being bred in aquariums and conservation centers in Japan. The second salamander species is the axolotl, a freshwater salamander native to Mexico. It is notable for its cute appearance, featuring a large head with pink, frilly gills and a long, slender body. Adult axolotls typically measure between 6 and 18 inches in length and weigh from 2 to 5 ounces. They are primarily kept as pets due to their unique and charming appearance. Axolotls are widely bred in various countries, including the United States, Canada, and several European nations. The price of an axolotl can range from $50 to $150, depending on its color and other factors. Leave a 1 if you also think they are adorable. The spotted salamander, scientifically known as Ambystoma tigrinum, originates from North America, particularly from temperate regions like the eastern United States and Canada. This salamander features striking yellow or orange spots on a black background, creating a strong contrast. Spotted salamanders typically range from 6 to 8 inches in length when fully grown, though some individuals can reach up to 12 inches. Unlike some other salamander species, the spotted salamander has a unique defense mechanism against predators. When threatened, it secretes a toxic, mucus substance from glands in its skin that deters attackers. They primarily inhabit aquatic environments such as ponds and lakes, but can also adapt to both freshwater and moist terrestrial environments. The hellbender salamander is a large species native to the United States, primarily found in rivers and streams in the eastern US. Known for its impressive size, it can grow up to 29 inches long. Hellbenders are characterized by their wrinkled, folded skin, which enhances their ability to exchange gases in the aquatic environment. They primarily inhabit clean, cool streams and rivers, where they seek refuge under rocks or in crevices. This species is nocturnal and is rarely active during the day. Due to habitat threats and declining water quality, the hellbender is currently facing extinction risks and is under conservation efforts. Join me as we visit a tilapia farm in a village in Guangdong, China. The Chinese design artificial fish tanks for tilapia farming by first measuring the tank dimensions before construction. They install iron fences around the tanks to ensure safety. Next, the tanks are covered with plastic sheeting and water from natural ponds is pumped in to create the ideal living conditions for the tilapia. Once the tank is filled with water, an oxygen filter is added after about a week to provide the necessary oxygen for the fish. Tilapia fry raised in tanks will start to grow after about 6 to 8 weeks. During this period, the water environment needs to maintain a stable temperature between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit to optimize their growth. To ensure the fish have enough oxygen, the filtration system and oxygen aerator must operate continuously. Tilapia will reach maturity in about 6 to 8 months, and during this time, they are fed specialized pellet feed designed to meet their nutritional needs. Tilapia typically take about 6 to 8 months to reach a weight of 1 to 2 pounds and a size of 8 to 12 inches before they are ready for harvest. Farmers use nets to catch the fish and gather them in one place while waiting for buyers to come and purchase them. Depending on the scale and productivity of the farm, tilapia farmers can earn between $5,000 and $10,000 per year. Tilapia is a popular ingredient in many dishes throughout China. In Guangdong, the stir-fried tilapia is cherished for its rich flavor, blending various spices and vegetables to create a delicious meal. In Hue Province, red tilapia steamed with soy sauce is a standout dish, known for its delicate and subtle taste, often served at parties and special occasions.